Now that it's a new month, it's time to reset and plan out new goals so that we can stay motivated and stay on track. So let's get started. The first thing I like to do at the beginning of the month is to clean up my environment. Your environment is a reflection of your mind, so when your space is messy and chaotic, it will negatively influence your mood and the way you think. Having a clean space will help you feel less stimulated and help you to be able to think more clearly. Similar to having a clean environment, it's also important to do a digital declutter. Most of us are on our phones or computers daily, so a lot of random photos or files start to pile up that we forget about. If you're like me, you probably have hundreds of the same photos or screenshots that you'll never use, so stop holding on and just delete them. Your phone storage will thank you. So take some time to go through your phone or computer and reorganize your online space. My favorite thing about a new month is starting a new calendar for that month. I personally like using physical calendars and planners, so these are what I'm currently using. I have a monthly planner and a separate weekly planner, and I also have a daily to-do list, where I go more in depth about my day. November is usually not a busy month for me, so I don't have much planned, but I add in important events and appointments as the month goes on. For my weekly calendar, I plan out my week and figure out which days I want to go to the gym and so on. Planning out my days has really helped me stay on track and boost my productivity. In addition to planning out my month, I also like to set out new goals for that month and reflect on my goals from the previous month. So I like to keep track of my monthly goals on Notion, and this is kind of the layout I have going on right now. Just pretty simple, but I find that it works. So when I set my monthly goals, I like to have 2 to 3 categories to focus on, and within each category, I set 1 to 2 goals. I find that the more simple my goals are, the more I want to achieve them. October was a busy month for me, so I didn't really set too many goals. Under the social media category, I wanted to reach 1.2k YouTube subscribers, and surprisingly, I was able to achieve that for October. It's been a bit of a roller coaster when it comes to gaining YouTube subscribers, but we're going strong still. My next goal was to reach the second step of the YouTube monetization process. So if you didn't know, there is 2 steps to being monetized on YouTube. About a month or 2 ago, I reached the first step, and so now I'm trying to get the second step, and I am so close, but sadly I wasn't able to achieve that goal for the month of October. Under the health category, my first goal was to work out at least 3 times a week, and I was able to achieve this goal. Even if I wasn't able to actually go to the gym, I just did little workouts at home, and it was nice just to kind of change it up for a bit. My second goal was to drink 40 ounces of water a day. To help me achieve that goal, I did buy a Stanley tumbler dupe. So this one is from Reebok. I just carry this thing around with me, and it makes it so much easier to actually achieve my water intake goal. So for November, I have 3 categories. The first one is social media, second is health goals, and the last one is personal goals. So since I didn't achieve my goal of being fully monetized on YouTube, I am carrying that goal with me into November. So please help me achieve my goal and watch all my YouTube videos.
I would really appreciate it.
My next goal is to reach 1.3k subscribers on YouTube. So if you aren't subscribed already, you should probably subscribe and help me out. So under the health category, my new goal is to work out at least 5 times a week instead of the 3 times like my previous month. With winter coming up, I just kind of want to be more health cautious because I feel like during the winter months, I tend to eat more and work out less. And you can probably guess what that results in. I want to pay more attention to what I'm eating. So with that comes my second goal, which is cook at least once a week. Before you guys come for me, I just want to say I still do live at home, so my family does most of the cooking, but I really want to start to get into cooking more. So hopefully I can achieve this goal. A new category I added for this month is personal goals. I'm not going to go too in depth in these goals because they are personal, but my first goal is to find a new job, and my second goal is to learn at least 1 new thing a day. And this can be like a new fact, a new skill, really anything. This goal is more for when I do my daily journaling. I'm gonna have a new prompt asking what I learned today. So I feel like I learn a lot of things daily, but I never really take the time to actually realize that I've learned a new skill or a new fact. Does that make sense? And that's all my goals for the month of November. I feel like habits and goals kind of go hand in hand, and one of my favorite apps to keep track of my habits and goals is called Habit. On this app, you input your habits and goals, and then you just check them off throughout the day as you complete them. So these are some of the habits that I have on here. As you heard earlier, drinking 40 ounces of water was one of my habits, and you can start checking off how much you've drank until you've fully completed the whole bottle. I like to add in some tasks that I just do daily, but I feel good just being able to check them off. So for example, brushing my teeth in the morning, I do that daily regardless. Same with brushing my teeth at night. Something about being able to check these off make me feel more productive. Same with skincare in the morning and skincare at night. And once you complete them, they just go to the bottom of your list. And it feels so good just to be able to see that majority of your whole list is completed. This might be a little extra, but if you really want to romanticize your life, you can make a vision board for the month. For my vision board, I'm going to include things that relate to my goals, like photos of working out and cooking. As well, I want to include images of things I want to do this November, like ice skating. Actually so excited for winter and the holiday season. I like to get my images from Pinterest, of course, and I use Canva to create my vision board. Once I'm done, I like to set my image as my phone and iPad wallpaper so it can motivate me throughout the month. I think it turned out so good. Some of my tips for achieving your goals is to first have a realistic goal that is actually attainable. For example, becoming fluent in a new language within a month is most likely unrealistic. Instead, your goal should be to learn how to read, write, and speak 4 sentences within a month. Next is to set specific goals with a time frame. For example, my goal is to read 1 chapter a day is a lot better than my goal is to read 1 book. In this goal, there is no deadline to finish reading your book, so you're most likely never going to complete it. When setting out your goals, you need to have a plan in place to achieve them. If my goal is to get more YouTube subscribers, some things I can do to help me attain my goal is to post more videos or network with similar creators by commenting on their videos and supporting them. Tip 4 is to visualize yourself achieving these goals. There may be days where the last thing you want to do is work out, but thinking about how good you'll feel after completing a workout can actually motivate you to go to the gym. My next tip is to set smaller goals to reach your bigger goal. For example, reaching 100k subscribers is my big future goal, but setting this as my only goal is a bit overwhelming, so instead I set smaller, more attainable goals that can eventually help me lead to my big goal. Tip number 6 is to use a habit or goal tracker. As mentioned earlier in the video, I use the Habit app for tracking, but there are many other methods you can use. Even physically tracking them down in a notebook is a good idea. Tracking your habits and goals can help you see your progress and will motivate you to stay consistent. My next tip is to check in with your goals weekly. Are you actually achieving your set goals? If not, then why not? What can you change to make your goals more realistic and attainable? Maybe instead of trying to work out 5 times a week, you decrease it to 3 times a week. My last tip is to evaluate the goals you didn't accomplish. In October, I did not accomplish my goal to reach step 2 of the monetization process on YouTube, so I need to change my strategy to be able to accomplish my goal this month. Posting more frequently and networking can help me try to achieve this goal. Although there are many tips you could follow to attain your goals, it ultimately relies on you and your dedication. Developing good habits and being successful in accomplishing your goals will require discipline. I know it may seem hard at times, but know that I am cheering for you and believe that you can do anything you set your mind to. You got this. I would love to know what your goals are for November, so please leave a comment down below. Since October is coming to an end, I wanted to share some of my favorite moments. My friend and I went on a hike to see this beautiful view from a cliff. I loved seeing all the colorful trees down below. This area is located in Hamilton, Ontario, and is a perfect spot to get beautiful fall photos. There is also this pretty waterfall. My friend and I have been wanting to go here for a while, so I'm so glad we finally went. I tried to complete some of my activities from my fall bucket list, which I mentioned in my previous video. I visited this cute pumpkin patch and took a lot of cute photos here. I also went apple picking, but all the apples were on the floor, so it was kind of sad looking. And their pumpkin patch was missing a lot of pumpkins. But they did have some cute farm animals, like these little ponies. There was also goats, pigs, chickens, and bunnies. They even had these singing chickens, which were low-key kind of scary.
Sunny side up.
Hi, I'm Frida. Frida Chicken. Everybody.
We also went on a train ride around the area, so that was fun. Overall, October was a fun month, and I hope November will be even better. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!